feel what? Who can tell me what worried means to feel? Oh my goodness, Gracie, what does it mean to feel worried? When you're really worried about something, how are you feeling? You're kind of scared and you can't stop thinking about something, right? So guess what we're going to do today? We're going to go even deeper. We're going to read the story a third time and look at our shovel now. We're going to get a deep understanding, which means we're going to have to think really hard. What is a magic wow word for think really hard, everybody?
Wow.
Oh, we talked about it yesterday. If you think good or you concentrate. Everybody kiss your brain and make sure you're ready to concentrate. And that when you're listening, because you might be turning and talking to a partner, that you're listening for understanding. But this was a part of our story. It's kind of towards the end of our story. And I'm going to show you another picture like the lips, but this picture has a flower on it. Because I'm going to ask you to think about details from the story. And Max, there's an expression that says stop and smell the roses. That means sometimes in your daily life you're in a hurry. You rush and rush and rush. And you need to stop and notice the details around you. So I want everybody kind of gently rub their eyes, kind of get their laser beam focused on. Okay, hands in lap. Here's my question. I want you to think of the details of these 2 pages. I'm going to read just these 2 pages. But as I'm reading, I want you to listen for understanding. I'm going to ask you, Beckham, Nathaniel, I'm going to ask you, how were Wimberly and her friend Jewel connected? What do they have in common? So listen as I read these pages while you think of the details that answer that question. At first, Wimberly and Jewel just peeked at each other. This is Petal, said Wimberly. This is Niblet, said Jewel. Petal waved. Niblet waved back. Hi, said Petal. Hi, said Niblet. I rub her ears, said Wimberly. I rub her nose, said Jewel. Who heard something that shows a connection between Jewel and Wimberly? Okay, hands down. I want you to hold that thought. You're going to turn to someone in your row that's next to you. And I want you to tell them your turn and your turn and talk partner the connection. What do they have that's the same? Okay, on the count of 3, turn and tell your partner the connection that you've noticed. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voices are done. Oh, I wish I was a little radio. Oh, I wish I was a little radio. I'd go click. I need eyes back. We're going to share our eyes back. Who heard a connection between Wimberly and Jewel? Sarah, what did you and your turn and talk partner talk about? How are they connected? Did you hear that? Say it a little louder, Sarah Ryder. They both have dolls. Is that a connection? Is that something they share that's the same? Okay. What kind of doll, everybody, does Wimberly have?
Bunny.
A bunny. What kind of doll does Jewel have? A cat. Okay. Look right here. Look what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Oh, I hear yelling yellow. I'm going to use some special symbols in a moment that I'm going to show you to mark our thinking. Do you see this star? Nathaniel, do you see the star? If you see the about something. If you see an exclamation point, say excited mark.
Excited mark.
Yes. If you see a C, say connection.
Connection.
If you see an E, say evidence.
Evidence.
And if you see a heart, say heart.
Heart.
So look what we're going to do. We're going to mark this story. And I heard you say that, Sarah, Jewel and Wimberly both have dolls. So look what I'm going to do. Who can go up to the screen and point to where Jewel and Wimberly notice that they have something that's the same, where they both notice each other, that they both have a doll? Carson, can you go up and point to which picture kind of shows us that Wimberly and Jewel notice that something's the same between? Oh, look right there. I'm going to put an E right here. That's our evidence. The picture shows us. See how they're looking at each other now? Were they looking at each other before? So they didn't notice each other. But now, have they found a friend? Yes, they have Petal and Niblet. Okay, I'm going to ask you now to look at this page, and who can show us where Jewel and Wimberly stop being worried? Look at this page right here. Do you see the expression on their faces? We talked about Wimberly, didn't we? When we talked about our wow word. See how she looks? How does she look? Worried, sad, scared. I'm going to have you look at this page. Who can go point to the picture that shows where they're not worried anymore? They found a friend. Jordan, can you go point to which picture shows they are not worried anymore? Oh my goodness, what are they saying to each other? What are they saying?
Hi.
Hi. So look what I'm going to do. I'm going to put another E for evidence. And then I'm going to put a smiley face, because are they worried anymore?
No.
Oh my goodness, they have found their smile, haven't they? Okay, are you digging pretty deep? I've got another question for you. You ready for it? Oh, sit up straight and tall so I can really tell you're ready for it. Allow that brain power to flow through. I need everybody on their pockets. This is a big one. This is a big one. Who can tell me on this page? We're going to use this symbol right here, the star. Everybody say star.
Star.
Which picture shows an important part or detail that shows that Wimberly and Jewel do something that's the same with their dolls? Which of these pictures shows that Wimberly and Jewel do something that's the same with their dolls, that shows that connection, has evidence? Owen, can you go point to which picture shows that connection?
They both rub their ears.
Oh, go point to it. Where is that happening? Oh, which one talks about them rubbing ears and nose?
The top.
The top one? Okay, let's look down here. Let's look down here. Do you see them talking to each other? Okay, let's read both of those and see which one. Petal waved. Niblet waved back. Do you see how they're waving? The cat and the bunny? So are they talking about rubbing their ears and nose there?
No.
Okay, let's go down to the bottom. I rub her ears, said Wimberly. I rub her nose, said Jewel. So which picture shows that they've noticed a connection that's the same? The top one, would you say, or the bottom one?
The bottom.
The bottom. So look what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a star, and I'm going to underline rub her ears and rub her nose, because they both do what to their buddies? They rub something. Wimberly rubs her bunny's ears, and Jewel rubs her cat's nose. Oh my goodness. This big one, I want you to stand for a minute. Thank you, Owen. Kind of really get that juices flowing, that brain power, because this is a big one. Final question. Standing up straight and tall. Everybody reach high to the sky. Go over the rainbow. Okay, come down and have a seat. Okay. Oh my goodness, you have your shovels ready? This is the deepest you're going. Are you ready? Final question. I have another picture to show you, and it's this one. What does that look like? A Z. It's patterns. We're going to look for a pattern in this story on these 2 pages. A pattern is something that repeats itself. A pattern is something that repeats itself. Okay, in a moment, you're going to turn Gage. Where's Gage? Go get your book bag, friend. And you're going to tell a partner the pattern that you notice. Are you ready? I'm going to read it a second time. Right, go quickly, friend. At first, Wimberly and Jewel just peeked at each other. This is Petal, said Wimberly. This is Niblet, said Jewel. Petal waved. Niblet waved back. Hi, said Petal. Hi, said Niblet. I rubbed her ear, said Wimberly. I rubbed her nose, said Jewel. Hey, I want you to turn and tell a thinking partner what the pattern is that you noticed. Something that repeated itself back and forth. Back and forth. Brayden? What was something else you noticed that was a pattern, Brayden? Everyone's looking at Brayden. He's our speaker. Do you remember what you were going to say? Brayden, do you remember what you were going to say? What pattern did you notice? Oh, a little louder. Do you want to come up and tell us? Okay. He's going to come up and use the pictures because do readers read the pictures? Yes, that is one way to read. Let's see what pattern he noticed. What are you pointing to? Who is this? Who is this character? Wimberly. And who is this character? Jewel. So, are we noticing things with Wimberly and Jewel? Okay, let's look at that. Ready? Thank you, Brayden. First, we meet Wimberly. Then, we meet Jewel. First, Wimberly introduces her bunny, Petal, and then Jewel introduces her cat, Niblet. Let's go to the last page here. First, Wimberly has her bunny do what? Wave. And Jewel has her cat wave. Then Wimberly says, what does Wimberly say? Hi. And what does Jewel say? Hi. And then Wimberly says, I rub her. And what does Jewel say? I rub her. So look what we did. Today, you noticed details in our story and patterns. Did you feel your brain growing?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you noticed a bunch of things about your story. Did you learn a little bit more about Wimberly?
Yeah.
Did you learn a little bit more about Jewel?
Yeah.
Now, do you think this part right here, where they're no longer worried, is important in the story? Who can tell me, why is this an important part of the story? Wimberly worried. What did Wimberly do all the time? Worried. So who can tell me, why is this part right here where we put evidence and a smiley face, why is this picture an important part of the story? Micah? Oh my goodness, they're not worried. Doesn't that make you happy? I'm going to put a heart right there because that's a pretty favorite part, right? That's where she's no longer worried. Do you think things are going to get better for Wimberly? She has a friend now, doesn't she? Awesome. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Job well done. Miss Smith, how do you